Alright, so nagbabalik na naman tayo for another video and let's talk about note reading. Okay, so marami kasi akong mga students right now that are a bit struggling when it comes to reading notes. Kasi I think it's the approach or kung ano yung diskarte na ginagawa nila that is hindering them to read quicker. Okay, siguro kasi sanay tayo na ang mga symbols ay mini-memorize, 'di ba? So memorizing symbols is not a good way to learn how to read notes ng Western notation, which is yung do re mi, yung may staff and all of those things. Okay, meron akong mas in-depth na video. I'll try to link it somewhere. But I want to talk about the approach, no? So, nauuso kasi, alam ko, bata pa ako, tinuturo na yung every good boy does fine, yung mga ganon na mnemonics on notes. But I don't think it will translate, no, kung nandito ka sa level wherein lagi ka nagbabasa, no? So, yun yung, I think, kahit nung bata ako, hindi ko magets bakit kailangan gawin yun. Okay, so basically, when we talk about note reading kasi, or anything on reading sheet music or notation, don't treat it as symbols lang, no? Wag natin silang i-treat na symbols na kailangang i-memorize. What do I mean by that is, wag mo silang isipin na it's only bawat isa is separate from another. Okay? Kasi napaka-importante ng location ng mga notes na yan. Napaka-importante din na alam natin kung nasaan sila within the staff, because the staff is part of what you are reading but it's not what you are technically supposed to look at. Okay, so hindi mo kailangan mag-mnemonics, no? Because the mere fact that we're already using letters A, B, C, 'di ba? Until G is already telling us something. Ano 'yon? Na magkakasunod lang 'yan. So let's imagine wala akong paper dito. Let's imagine this is the staff, 'di ba? 5 lines. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, kapag naglagay ako ng note dito sa space na 'to, if you don't have any idea of the name of this note but you understand the concept of, let's say, a clef, 'di ba? Let's say naglagay ako ng note dito sa G clef. So sinabi na natin G clef. So alam mo na kapag nag-drawing ka ng G clef, kung nasa nagsimula yung G clef, let's say sa second line as a treble clef, alam mo na that note is G. And that is the only thing you need to understand. So it works more of understanding proximity rather than understanding it na memorizing ko na bibilangin ko lahat ng line notes, lahat ng space notes para lang makita ko yung isang nota. So kunwari, ito yung hinahanap natin, di ba? So nandito yung G clef. So alam mo na G to. Ano susunod sa G pag tumaas ka? So it's A. So la na yun. A yung note na yun. No, whether using letter names of a syllables. So it's that simple. Kuwari, nandito naman yung nota sa space na to. So again, you know this is G, you know this is already A. Bibilang ka lang, line space, A, B, C, D, E. Ganun lang siya kasimple, no? Ngayon, paano mo siya mapapabilis? I have this style of teaching wherein I tell my students to find your favorite note. Okay? Kasi alam mo na G to, given na yon sa G clef, di ba? So, try to find your favorite note na pag nakita mo, for example, nandito, alam mo na itong nota na to ay do. So, alam mo na rin, marami ka na ngayong points of references para hanapin yung iba pang pangalan ng nota. So, hindi ka na kailangang mag-start dito kung nandito yung nota mo, di ba? Kasi magbibilang ka ng maraming lines and spaces. So, if a note is high, you have a basis of a note here, let's say this one, which is E, papunta dito, which is G, 'di ba? Kasi alam mo na. Mas madali siyang intindihin. Because at the end of the day, when we're reading notes, we don't need, bakit hindi kailangan i-memorize? Because we want to treat music as a language, parang ganun. So we want to treat it like hindi siya something na isang beses mo lang malalaman. Kailangan within the span of what you're reading, alam mo kung pag bumalik ka doon, the pitch, you understand the name, no? You understand the context of it, no? And again, lagi ko sinasabi, magkaiba yung basa theoretically with your eyes than playing. Because this doesn't really need to know the names of the notes. You have to know where the location of that note is on your fingers. So magkaiba yun, no? Kasi kahit alam ko na do yung nota na nababasa ko, saan ko siya tutugtugin sa instrument ko? So you're training two things at once. So kapag nagme-memorize ka pa ng ganito ganyan, every good boy does fine, di ba? Nadodoble o natitriple lang yung translation. And sometimes doon tayo nagkakagulo kasi once we translate something into something else, nagbabago yung form niya, kaya lalong humihirap. So again, treat it as a language. Treat the notes like letters that you're trying to create a word, no, or a phrase, or a whole paragraph with. Kasi pag gano'n natin siya tinignan, understanding that each position is a different note, different pitch, mas mabilis natin siyang maiintindihan kasi nagme-memorize tayo ng ganito ganyan, 'di ba? So I think it's the approach that's hindering a lot of people to study. Kaya siya humihirap kasi iniisip pa kailangang mag-memorize, but it's just understanding, being familiar with the shape, with the look, okay, with the location of the notes. And you don't need to always start, kung nandito na yung nota mo, sasabihin mo pa lahat ng names nun, no, nung mnemonics na nagawa mo. So it's going to be harder. And I think you also need to understand that every note changes again from line and space. So doon pa lang mas maiintindihan mo na siya. Kasi nga, sunod-sunod lang naman eh. If you're using letter names, it's just A, B, C until G, and then repeat again. So you don't need to add another layer of complexity. Kasi lalagyan mo na naman ng pangalan, A, B, C na nga, 'di ba? So it's not easy. I don't wanna say easy, but it's simple. Kaya mas magiging fruitful yung pag-aaral mo ng note reading when you understand it that way, instead of just trying to force yourself into memorizing a mnemonic that won't really help you read quick, no? Kasi yung mnemonics na yun, pabalik-balik ka, 'di ba? Babalik-balik kang pupunta dun sa technique na yun, which is basically just para kang nag-a-add na nagbibilang palagi, 'di ba? Instead of having a system that would help you read notes. So again, ililink ko yung, I think it was an old video I did, pero may kasi siya, may overlay of how I was doing it. So I'll try to find it. It's a note reading hack video, ililink ko dito. So tignan nyo na lang kung makakatulong yun. But basically that's how note reading should work. Huwag mong pahirapan yung sarili mo, huwag memorize ng kung ano-ano pang dagdag na masakit sa ulo. Kasi lalong humihirap, diba? So sana nakatulong to. If it did, comment down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Good luck sa inyo.